To get straight to the point, Florence in one day is actually quite impossible. The city has so much beauty to offer that you really should take more time for it. However, sometimes you don't have a choice, and it may be that you only have one day to spend there, and then it is nice to know how to divide it as effectively as possible. That's why I have again listed everything you can best visit, and as a nice bonus, at the end of this video I have some tips on where to eat, so stay tuned. San Lorenzo Mercato Centrale. When you arrive in Florence by train, it is nice to visit the San Lorenzo Market. It is located about a 10-minute walk from the train station. The market consists of two parts, the indoor and the open-air part. In the big, old market hall, you will find two floors with all kinds of food. You can eat cheeses or pesto, but in addition, typical street vendors walk around with bags, purses, and other souvenirs. Basilica di San Lorenzo. From the market, you can already see the dome of the Duomo. Walk in that direction and you will come across the Basilica di San Lorenzo along the way. This, with its bulky appearance, is a somewhat strange-looking church. However, this is an important church in the history of Florence, as several members of the prominent De Medici family are buried here. Piazza del Duomo. If you walk on past the church, you will arrive at Piazza del Duomo, the most important square in Florence. Here, the enormous Duomo towers above everything else. The first sight took my breath away. What a magnificent structure! The exterior is white with rich decorations, and on top a red dome holds everything together. At the front of Duomo, it is very crowded, but if you walk a bit, you have enough space. Duomo van Florence. The ship of Duomo is free to visit. There is a standard heavily line, but it is constantly moving, so your waiting time it's not too bad. Want to know more about the history and architecture? Then I highly recommend the guided tour with priority ticket to the Duomo. It is really great fun to learn more about this immense structure. Palazzo Vecchio. Continue your way towards Palazzo Vecchio. This is a huge town hall of Florence. In front of the entrance stands a copy of the world-famous David by Michelangelo, and so it is very crowded in Piazza della Signoria, the square in front of Palazzo Vecchio. Inside the town hall, you can visit several rooms for free, and it is also possible to climb the clock tower. Buy your entrance tickets in advance so you can walk right through and avoid having to stand in the often long line. Uffizi Gallery. From the Palazzo Vecchio, you can walk straight to the Uffizi Gallery. Here you can see works by numerous old masters, including Da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Raphael. The rooms are connected by a long corridor where endless statues of Greek and Roman gods can be admired. Especially if you're somewhat at home in Greek mythology, this is very impressive. You can easily spend an entire afternoon at the Uffizi Gallery, so be sure to check if this fits into your schedule. To be sure of a ticket, it is smart to book tickets in advance. Folon e il Giardino delle Rose. Walk past the Uffizi Gallery towards the water for a beautiful view of Ponte Vecchio. After the Uffizi Gallery, turn right and walk along the water. Cross the first bridge, the Ponte alle Grazie. You come across for a nice view of the Ponte Vecchio. Then walk straight up through Folon e il Giardino delle Rose, or the Rose Garden. You will walk pleasantly towards a great vantage point called Piazzale Michelangelo. Piazzale Michelangelo. Once you arrive at the viewpoint Piazzale Michelangelo, you will be treated to a magnificent view of Florence. From here, you can really see how colossal the Duomo actually is. It almost looks like a magnification in the middle of a miniature city. At the viewpoint, food and souvenirs are sold. There is also a nice terrace where you can have a snack and a drink. It's also a nice idea to bring your own snack and take a seat on the stairs to enjoy the beautiful city in front of you. Ponte Vecchio. Continue your walk to the Ponte Vecchio, one of the most famous bridges in the world. Built in the Middle Ages, used as a shortcut by the De Medici, and now a tourist stronghold full of expensive jewelry stores. Still, because of its rich history, this is one site you really shouldn't miss when visiting Florence. Extra tip: a guided walking tour of Florence. If you want to see a lot of Florence in a short time, we also recommend taking a guided walking tour. There are several tours that are offered that take about 2 hours on average. Together with a guide, you will walk to the most famous sites while learning a lot about the city along the way. Very interesting. Now, let's move on to some yummy restaurants. And as a bonus, I also figured out where you can get a delicious ice cream. Gusta Pizza. If you want to eat a delicious pizza, go to the Gusta Pizza. They have delicious Italian pizzas that you have to taste. They do not take reservations, but if you are a little on time, you can often still find a place. Allanticovinaio. A famous sandwich takeout restaurant, this is for sure. I went to Allanticovinaio in Rome and had a delicious sandwich. There. When I saw that this one is also in Florence, I had to let you know. Definitely recommend to get a nice sandwich in the afternoon. Gelateria dei Neri. At this ice cream salon, you can get a delicious Italian ice cream when you are in Florence. The ice cream parlor is very famous and nominated for quality products. Would you like to eat a delicious ice cream? Then this is definitely a must. Osteria Pastella. Already another delicious Italian restaurant. If you want to eat a tasty pasta in Italy, I would recommend to take a look there. They make your truffle pasta in a cheese wheel. Just amazing. Definitely recommend eating a nice pasta here when you are in Florence. Florence is a beautiful city. I hope you will like and subscribe so I can keep making more videos about city trips and help you out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next trip.